Chapter 1: The Hunter Alone. In the heart of a vast and dense forest, where sunlight filtered through the towering trees, there lived a solitary figure named Ethan. His humble abode consisted of a small wooden cabin nestled amidst the lush greenery, far removed from the bustling world beyond. Ethan was a skilled hunter, his senses honed by years of living in harmony with the wilderness that surrounded him. Each day, Ethan would rise with the dawn, his only companions the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. He would venture into the depths of the forest, bow in hand, in search of sustenance for himself and firewood for his modest cabin. His footsteps echoed softly against the earth, the only sound in the otherwise silent expanse of trees. Despite his proficiency in surviving the wild, Ethan was burdened by a profound sense of loneliness. The vastness of the forest, while serene, also served as a constant reminder of his solitude. He longed for companionship, for someone to share in the simple joys of life amidst nature's beauty. Yet, as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Ethan remained alone, his only solace found in the tranquility of the forest. He would often sit by the crackling fire in the evenings, gazing up at the star-studded sky, pondering the mysteries of the world around him. Despite his isolation, Ethan possessed a kind heart, one that beat in rhythm with the pulse of the forest. He harbored no ill will towards the creatures that roamed its depths, instead choosing to coexist in harmony with all living things. His respect for nature was unwavering, a testament to his deep connection to the land that had become his home. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the forest fell silent once more, Ethan would retire to his humble cabin, content in the knowledge that he was at peace in the embrace of the wilderness. Though he was alone, he found solace in the company of the trees, the birds, and the gentle whisper of the wind through the leaves. For Ethan, the forest was not just a home, it was a sanctuary, a refuge from the chaos of the outside world, where he could be truly himself, alone yet never truly lonely. Chapter 2: A Fateful Encounter. In the heart of the dense forest, where the sunlight danced through the canopy, Ethan's solitary existence was about to be transformed by a fateful encounter. It was on a serene morning, much like any other, that he embarked on his usual routine of foraging for food and tending to his humble cabin. As he ventured deeper into the woods, his keen eye scanning the forest floor for signs of game, Ethan's attention was suddenly drawn to a faint whimpering sound. Curiosity piqued, he followed the source of the noise until he stumbled upon a scene that would forever change the course of his life. Caught in a hunter's trap, its fur matted and eyes filled with fear, was a wolf cub, its struggles futile against the cruel grip of the trap. Ethan approached cautiously, his heart heavy with sympathy for the trapped creature. Despite the inherent danger of approaching a wild animal, he couldn't bear to see the cub suffer. With steady hands and a gentle touch, Ethan carefully inspected the trap, his heart sinking as he realized the extent of the cub's injuries. Determined to help, he set to work, carefully releasing the trap and freeing the cub from its cruel confines. The wolf cub whimpered softly, its trust in this unexpected savior evident in its eyes. With a tender touch, Ethan cradled the injured cub in his arms, a sense of responsibility washing over him. He knew that he couldn't simply leave the cub to fend for itself in its weakened state. And so, with a newfound sense of purpose, he made the decision to take the cub under his wing, to care for it and nurse it back to health. As the days turned into weeks, Ethan devoted himself wholeheartedly to the task of caring for the wolf cub. He tended to its injuries with gentle hands, feeding it nourishing meals and providing it with warmth and comfort. Gradually, the cub's strength returned, and with it, a bond began to form between man and beast. The wolf cub, now growing stronger with each passing day, remained by Ethan's side, a constant companion in his solitary existence. Together, they traversed the forest, exploring its hidden wonders and forging a connection that transcended the boundaries of species. For Ethan, the encounter with a wolf cub marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one filled with companionship and purpose. And as he looked into the eyes of his newfound friend, he knew that their fates were intertwined, bound together by the unbreakable bond of friendship forged in the heart of the forest. Chapter 3: Bonds Formed. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Ethan's bond with the wolf cub deepened, transforming their once solitary existence into a partnership forged in the heart of the forest. Together, they roamed the vast expanse of wilderness, their footsteps echoing softly against the forest floor as they explored its hidden wonders. Under Ethan's watchful guidance, the wolf cub thrived, its once fragile form now strong and resilient. It grew accustomed to life by Ethan's side, learning the ways of the forest and the art of survival from its newfound companion. Together, they hunted for food, their movements synchronized as they worked in harmony to secure their next meal. But their bond went beyond mere survival. It was a connection that transcended the boundaries of species, rooted in mutual trust and companionship. Ethan found solace in the presence of the wolf cub, its silent companionship easing the burden of his solitary existence. And in turn, the wolf cub found a sense of belonging, its loyalty to Ethan unwavering in the face of adversity. As they traversed the forest together, Ethan and the wolf cub shared moments of joy and sorrow, laughter and tears. They reveled in the simple pleasures of life amidst nature's beauty, finding comfort in each other's company as they watched the sun set over the horizon and listened to the symphony of the forest at night. Through it all, Ethan remained ever vigilant, his bond with the wolf cub strengthening with each passing day. He knew that he had found a true friend in this unlikely companion, one whose loyalty knew no bounds. And as they journeyed together through the wilderness, their bond grew stronger, a testament to the power of friendship in the face of adversity. For Ethan, the wolf cub had become more than just a companion. It was a symbol of hope and resilience, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there was light to be found in the unlikeliest of places. And as they continued on their journey through the forest, Ethan knew that their bond would endure, standing as a testament to the enduring power of love and friendship amidst the untamed beauty of the natural world. Chapter 4: Benjamin, the Leader. In the heart of the forest, amidst the towering trees and whispering winds, there dwelled a pack of wolves led by a majestic and wise leader named Benjamin. Benjamin was unlike any other wolf in the pack. His presence commanded respect, and his wisdom was sought by all who knew him. From a young age, Benjamin had displayed remarkable intelligence and strength, traits that had earned him the esteemed position of leader among his peers. His golden fur shimmered in the dappled sunlight, and his piercing amber eyes held a wisdom far beyond his years. Under Benjamin's leadership, the pack thrived, their bond stronger than ever as they roamed the forest in search of food and shelter. He was a fair and just leader, always putting the needs of the pack above his own and ensuring that each member was cared for and protected. It was Benjamin who first took notice of the unlikely bond between Ethan and the wolf cub. Sensing the special connection between man and beast, he watched from afar as they traversed the forest together, their movements synchronized as they hunted and explored. As the days passed, Benjamin grew to admire Ethan's kindness and compassion, traits that were rare among humans. He saw how Ethan cared for the wolf cub as if it were his own kin, nurturing it back to health and teaching it the ways of the forest. Moved by Ethan's selflessness, Benjamin made the decision to approach the hunter, his intentions clear in his steady gaze. With a low growl of greeting, he signaled his presence, his demeanor calm yet authoritative. Ethan, taken aback by the sudden appearance of the wolf pack's leader, remained cautious but unafraid. He sensed no hostility in Benjamin's demeanor, only curiosity and perhaps even a hint of admiration. And so, in a silent exchange of understanding, Ethan and Benjamin formed an unspoken alliance, their mutual respect bridging the gap between man and beast. Benjamin declared that all the wolves in the pack would protect Ethan as one of their own, ensuring his safety and well-being in the vast expanse of the forest. From that day forward, Ethan and the wolf pack lived in harmony, their bond strengthened by the presence of Benjamin, the wise and noble leader who had brought them together. Together, they roamed the forest, united by a shared sense of purpose and a deep respect for the natural world around them. For Ethan, Benjamin's acceptance was a testament to the power of compassion and understanding, a reminder that true friendship knows no bounds. And as they journeyed through the wilderness together, he knew that he had found a family among the wolves, led by the noble and wise Benjamin. Chapter 5: A Test of Loyalty. As the days stretched on, the forest remained a sanctuary for Ethan and his newfound companions, the bond between man and wolf growing stronger with each passing moment. But their tranquil existence was soon to be shattered by a trial unlike any they had faced before. It was on a sweltering summer day, with the sun beating down mercilessly upon the forest, that disaster struck with the ferocity of a raging inferno. A spark, perhaps ignited by a careless camper or a bolt of lightning, had set the forest ablaze, its flames devouring everything in their path with ruthless efficiency. Ethan watched in horror as the once tranquil forest transformed into a fiery hell, the crackling flames and billowing smoke filling the air with an acrid haze. Panic surged through him as he realized the magnitude of the danger that surrounded them, the heat of the flames searing his skin even from a distance. With no time to spare, Ethan frantically searched for a means of escape, his mind racing with thoughts of survival. But as he looked around, he realized with a sinking heart that there was no way out. The flames had encircled them, cutting off any hope of retreat. In that moment of despair, Ethan felt a surge of panic grip his heart, threatening to consume him as surely as the flames that surrounded them. But then, through the haze of smoke and ash, he caught sight of his companions, the wolves of the forest, their eyes shining with determination. Led by Benjamin, the wise and noble leader, the wolves sprang into action, their loyalty to Ethan unwavering in the face of danger. With swift movements, they formed a protective barrier around him, their bodies shielding him from the worst of the flames as they fought to keep the inferno at bay. Ethan watched in awe as the wolves worked tirelessly to protect him, their ferocity matched only by their unwavering loyalty. They snarled and snapped at the flames, their teeth bared in defiance as they pushed back against the encroaching fire with all their might. Through the chaos and confusion, Ethan felt a glimmer of hope ignite within him, fueled by the courage and determination of his companions. Together, they stood united against the fury of the flames, their bond stronger than ever in the face of adversity. And then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, a miracle occurred. The wind shifted, blowing the flames away from them and creating a path to safety. With a final burst of effort, Ethan and the wolves dashed through the clearing, their hearts pounding with relief as they emerged on the other side, battered but alive. As they collapsed onto the forest floor, exhausted but victorious, Ethan felt a profound sense of gratitude wash over him. For in that moment of peril, he had witnessed the true depth of loyalty and friendship, embodied in the unwavering courage of his companions. From that day forward, Ethan knew that he was not alone in the wilderness. He had found a family among the wolves, led by the noble Benjamin, whose loyalty and bravery had saved them all from the brink of disaster. And as they nursed their wounds amidst the charred remains of the forest, Ethan knew that their bond would endure, standing as a testament to the power of loyalty and friendship in the face of even the greatest of challenges. Chapter 6: The Rescuer Rescued. In the aftermath of the forest fire, the once vibrant landscape lay charred and desolate, the trees reduced to blackened skeletons against the ashen sky. Ethan and his companions, the wolves of the forest led by the wise Benjamin, emerged battered but alive from the inferno that had threatened to consume them. As they surveyed the devastation around them, Ethan felt a profound sense of gratitude towards his companions, whose unwavering loyalty and courage had saved him from certain death. But amidst the ashes and debris, he also felt a pang of guilt, for he knew that he owed his life to the very creatures he had once hunted. With a heavy heart, Ethan knelt beside his companions, his hands trembling as he reached out to touch their fur. He had always respected the wolves of the forest, but now, in the wake of their selfless sacrifice, he felt an overwhelming sense of admiration and reverence towards them. But as he looked into their eyes, Ethan saw something more than just loyalty and bravery. He saw a profound sense of compassion and understanding, a bond that transcended the boundaries of species. And in that moment, he realized that he had found not only companionship, but also redemption, in the company of his newfound friends. With a sense of purpose renewed, Ethan made a vow to repay the debt he owed to the wolves, to honor their sacrifice by dedicating himself to their well-being and protection. He knew that it would not be easy, for the scars of the fire ran deep, both in the forest and in their hearts. But with the guidance of Benjamin, the wise and noble leader, Ethan and the wolves set to work rebuilding their home, their spirits undaunted by the challenges that lay ahead. Together, they cleared away the charred debris, planting new saplings in the scorched earth and breathing life back into the forest that had been their sanctuary for so long. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the forest began to heal, its wounds slowly fading beneath a blanket of new growth and vibrant colors. And amidst the rejuvenated landscape, Ethan and his companions forged an even stronger bond, united by their shared determination to overcome adversity and rebuild their lives. For Ethan, the experience had taught him a valuable lesson, that true courage and selflessness could be found in the most unlikely of places, and that redemption was not just a possibility, but a reality, for those willing to open their hearts to the power of love and friendship. And as he stood amidst the beauty of the newly restored forest, Ethan knew that he had finally found his place in the world, surrounded by friends who had not only saved him from the brink of despair, but had also shown him the true meaning of loyalty and sacrifice. Chapter 7: A Lifelong Bond. In the wake of the forest fire and the trials that had tested their strength and resolve, Ethan and his companions, led by the noble Benjamin, emerged stronger and more united than ever before. Their bond, forged in the crucible of adversity, had withstood the test of time, solidifying into a lifelong partnership rooted in mutual respect and unwavering loyalty. As the seasons changed and the forest blossomed anew, Ethan and the wolves continued their journey through the wilderness, their footsteps echoing softly against the forest floor. Together, they roamed the vast expanse of their home, exploring its hidden wonders and reveling in the beauty of nature's bounty. With each passing day, Ethan found himself growing more deeply connected to his companions, their presence a source of comfort and solace in the ever-changing landscape of the forest. He no longer felt alone in the wilderness, for he knew that he had found a family among the wolves, led by the wise and noble Benjamin. Under Benjamin's guidance, Ethan learned the ways of the forest, honing his skills as a hunter and a protector of the land. He grew to understand the delicate balance of nature, the intricate web of life that bound all living things together in harmony. But more than that, Ethan learned the true meaning of friendship and sacrifice, as exemplified by his companions. He witnessed firsthand the selflessness and courage of the wolves, whose unwavering loyalty had saved him from the brink of disaster and shown him the path to redemption. And in return, Ethan dedicated himself to the well-being and protection of his newfound family, vowing to honor their sacrifice and cherish the bond they shared. Together, they worked tirelessly to safeguard the forest and its inhabitants, their efforts fueled by a shared sense of purpose and a deep love for their home. As the years passed, Ethan and the wolves became legends in the forest, their story passed down through generations as a testament to the enduring power of friendship and resilience. They were revered by all who knew them, their bond serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration in a world fraught with uncertainty. And though time would eventually take its toll and their journeys would lead them down different paths, the bond between Ethan and his companions would endure, a lifelong connection that transcended the boundaries of species and stood as a testament to the enduring power of love and friendship. For Ethan, the forest had become more than just a home, it was a sanctuary, a refuge from the chaos of the outside world, where he had found companionship, redemption, and a sense of belonging among the wolves who had become his family. And as they continued on their journey through the wilderness, he knew that their bond would endure, a reminder that in the vast expanse of nature, true friendship knows no bounds. Chapter 8: The Moral of the Story. As the tale of Ethan and his companions comes to a close, there lies a profound moral woven into the fabric of their journey through the wilderness. It is a lesson that transcends the boundaries of time and space, resonating deeply with all who hear its whispers in the wind. At its core, the story of Ethan and the wolves serves as a poignant reminder of the power of compassion, loyalty, and redemption. Through their trials and tribulations, they teach us that true strength lies not in the might of one's sword or the ferocity of one's roar, but in the kindness of one's heart and the bonds of friendship that unite us all. Ethan, once a solitary hunter plagued by loneliness and regret, finds solace and redemption in the company of his unlikely companions. Through their unwavering loyalty and selflessness, he learns that true companionship knows no boundaries, transcending the barriers of species and circumstance. The wolves, led by the wise and noble Benjamin, embody the virtues of courage and sacrifice, showing us that even in the darkest of times, there is light to be found in the hearts of those who stand by our side. Their loyalty to Ethan serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us that true friendship knows no bounds and that together we are stronger than we could ever be alone. And so, as we bid farewell to Ethan and his companions, let us carry with us the lessons they have taught us, to cherish the bonds of friendship, to show kindness and compassion to all living beings, and to never lose hope, even in the face of adversity. For in the end, it is not the riches we amass or the victories we achieve that define us, but the love we share and the friendships we forge along the way. And in the vast expanse of the wilderness, amidst the towering trees and whispering winds, the story of Ethan and the wolves reminds us that the greatest treasure of all lies in the beauty of the human heart and the enduring power of love.